And Tom Atkins' badass crumb saver, man. That man had an amazing mustache.
Are you jealous?
Very.
Night of the Horrorfile.
You're all invited.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Hey, welcome to Night of the Horror File. I'm Lee. Over there is Brittany.
Hi.
Tonight we got kind of a hybrid episode for you. I wanted to do a whole episode on Link, but it's kind of, I don't think it grants a whole episode. And I also want to do a bonus episode this month, so we kind of compromised and combined the both together. So
Because Link was terrible.
she hated Link. So Link from 1986, it's a good old killer monkey movie. That I don't.
Good.
Okay, it was good to me. So it starred Terrence Stamp and Elizabeth Shue, and directed by Richard Franklin, and had a badass kink song in it. Ape Man. That's right. I'm an ape man. I'm an ape man. I'm an ape man.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway,
That's enough.
it's got the nostalgia factor for it. For me, it's not a good movie at all.
Should have been in black and white because it was
Black
so
and white.
boring.
Oh, hey, don't besmirch black and white movies. We're going to watch some good ones. In fact, we've
know.
got to watch M. I think we're going to do that next month.
M.
Yeah, that starts
Like
Peter
the
Lorre.
letter M?
Yeah, it starts Peter Lorre.
Okay.
Anyway, just a few things about Link, and then we'll get into some like headlines and stuff. We'll talk about that. That's what I want to do on these bonus episodes, which our format's a little wonky here at Night of the Horror File right now, but we'll get it ironed out and have like a streamlined little thing going on. Hopefully
get
by August.
We'll get it what?
We're still new here. We're just going with the flow.
Get it ironed out?
Iron. Don't make fun of the way I say iron.
So cute.
So, I am not cute. I am handsome.
You're so cute.
So anyway, like I said, for these bonus episodes, I kind of want to do like a little hybrid thing like we're doing now, only instead of Link, a shitty 1986 monkey movie, I'd like to do like movies we've seen in the theater.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because, you know, we're gonna walk through Link real quick, but we're also gonna get some headlines and some cool ass horror news, you know.
Right.
It's us outside the movies. I was real close to sounding like Keanu Reeves there.
You're not as cool with Keanu Reeves.
No one can be cool like Keanu Reeves. What was it? Was
You're
it Batman?
breathtaking.
What was that? Oh, shit. I'm so terrible at this. Anyway,
You're not
Link,
cute. You're breathtaking.
Link, it's... I could sum it up as in Monkey Butler the movie. There's a good chunk of it that's Monkey Butler the movie. They cut a bunch of footage out, so it's not very coherent, but it's got Terrence Stamp in it. You get to hear him say turd and manure at some point. But basically, the whole movie I can boil down into a quick little synopsis here. So, Elizabeth Shue goes to be an assistant to Terrence Stamp's character of Stephen Phillips. And Stephen Phillips is working on monkeys in some incoherent way. They don't really go into it very well. But I think he's trying to find a link. Oh, see what I did there? Between humans and monkeys. But he's a dick to the monkeys, so they kill him. And Elizabeth Shue is left alone with a lecherous orangutan, who they are passing off as a chimp in this movie by coloring his fur dark and putting prosthetic ears on him, which is probably why we don't get monkey acting like we do in this movie anymore, you know, because ASPCA. Who are the ones that'll kill you over animals?
PETA.
PETA. All right, there you go.
I was like,
PETA.
ASPCA. Okay, not the bread. We do love some pita bread.
So, yeah. And this monkey, Link, he he wants to fuck, and there's a scene in the shower, like where Elizabeth Shue's character is about to take a shower, and this monkey comes in like naked for a monkey, I guess. I don't know. He has his clothes.
He normally wears clothes.
Yeah, and he comes in like naked, and I don't know who the trainer was, but they got this orangutan to give Elizabeth Shue rape eyes, and it's the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in a movie. Long story short, Link kills like 4 people, including the doctor, and Elizabeth Shue eventually gets away, but he dies in a house fire,
Smoking a cigar.
We usually like go deep into these movies, but like I said, I kind of wanted to streamline this one.
Because that's all the movie was.
Yeah, it's not good. It really isn't, but I love it. It's got I don't know. It's the nostalgia factor. Like I said, it's a movie from my childhood.
I could have gone my whole life without watching it.
You fucking hated it.
It was boring. My notes are terrible because I was so uninterested.
I guess the only real reason to hunt this down is for the fact that you've probably seen it in your youth or whatever, and you got the nostalgia factor like I do. Or you just kind of want to see something like some off-the-wall project Elizabeth Shue and Terrence Stamp were involved in, and Jerry Goldsmith did the fucking theme to, which Jerry Goldsmith is an awesome composer, or was an awesome composer. He passed away, sadly. But he did the Gremlins theme and like pretty much anything awesome in the 80s and 90s he was involved in. But so that's pretty much Link. There's not much to it. I'm going to say go watch it. What are you going to say?
How are they going to go watch it? You had to track this down on eBay for $13.
That's true. I had to track it down on DVD. You remember those DVD commercials? Would you steal a car? What? No. Fucking weird ass anti-piracy commercials at the beginning of DVDs back in the day. Yeah, I had to find this on like eBay for like $13.
Thank God you didn't pay $50.
Yeah, it's on there for like $50. That's the cheapest I could find was $13, and I think it's a guy like me who knew what he had and was like, nobody's gonna pay me $50 for this.
Yeah, because your wife would shove her foot so far up your fucking ass.
I'm pretty sure if I paid $50 for the Link DVD, Terrence Stamp would come to my house and shove his foot up my ass.
Good.
He did play
Good.
General Zod, so. Oh man, I could say Zod shoved his foot up my ass. Anyway, so.
Why are you happy about that?
So that's that. And like I said, I want to do this for like movies we see in the theaters. We do a quick run through, then we get to the headlines.
Yeah, because we don't want to give anything away.
Right. So
for good movies.
So we just went with Link because it's just there's not a lot there to make an episode with. So that's what we did. So moving on. We're going to hit some horror headlines. So they're remaking Jacob's Ladder. Have you ever seen that movie?
I've seen nothing.
Okay. That's true. Well, Jacob's Ladder is a movie we're going to get to. In fact, I think I've been saving it for August. But yeah, they remade it and the trailer just dropped. So looks kind of cool. I don't know. Dish is premiering it, I guess, on the Dish network.
Wow.
These remakes are hitting hard and they're hitting fast, and I've been finding like it hard to keep up with. Just like recently we had the Child's Play remake, which is another one you haven't seen the original one of. So, but and that's coming up. That's a stay tuned. The original Child's Play is a stay tuned on our show, but
we will watch it.
No, I felt like the reviews for Child's Play sound really promising. So I'm hoping.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, so I'm hoping the remakes that are coming out are better now. I don't know. Maybe studios have learned their lesson. Because it seemed like there for a while they were remaking horror movies and they were sucking so bad they were just bombing at the box office. Whether I dug them or not, you know. Because it seems like for every one Conjuring that comes out, you get 12 remakes nowadays. There's not a lot of originality. And when it does come, it is usually one of those Conjuring movies, which...
Annabelle.
Yeah.
Annabelle comes home.
Oh, man, yeah.
Annabelle sucks a dick.
Those movies make bank at the box office, though. So, I mean, whatever they're doing, I guess they should keep doing it. But, I don't know. I like the Conjuring movies. There's been 2 so far. I guess... This new Annabelle has the Warrens in it, so I guess it's kind of a third Conjuring. I don't know. I don't even know if they know.
There's like an order we looked up the other day when
Yeah.
I was at my best friend's house, and
Like even that movie, The Curse of La Llorona or whatever, that
Yeah,
just
that's
came
in there
out.
too.
That's a Conjuring movie too. I didn't
Yeah.
even know that. I'm like,
and the Nun.
yeah, it's just I don't know what's going on. I think I'm getting burnt down on the Conjuring series because okay, I've seen 1 and 2. And then I saw Annabelle, which I hated.
But you liked The Conjuring.
I do like the Conjuring movies, the
Oh
main
my gosh.
movies, even though the Warrens, I think, are full of fucking shit. Like, they were con artists. Don't get me started on the Warrens. But yeah, I like the Conjuring movies. They're pretty good. But the spin-offs, I could care less.
I remember when you watched the Conjuring movies, I was pregnant with our youngest son. And I woke up to you like being scared, like jump scared. And I was like, whoa, what's going on? And then I went back to sleep.
So, yeah, I don't care for the spinoffs. I'll still watch them usually when they hit Netflix or something like that, but I could care less for the spinoffs. But the main movies are good. So, you haven't seen The Evil Dead yet, which we need to get on that as well. There's so many movies you need to watch. But Bruce Campbell recently, there's been rumors that there's a Evil Dead video game coming, and it's probably dropping pretty soon.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited. But he clarified recently that the game is for the consoles and PC, because a lot of people were saying it's only going to be for VR and stuff like that. But Bruce Campbell confirmed it, that it is going to be for consoles and PC, not VR, because his boomstick is too big. So
that's what she said.
But yeah, that's another series we got to delve into. There's so much you're missing. But let's see here.
Words.
Words. Zombieland is getting a 4K Ultra HD release in October with new featurettes. So that's exciting because I've been like going 4K crazy recently, which I found out like some things look good in 4K and some things just don't. Like, but you can't tell the difference.
No.
That's strikes. I don't know. I guess
You were
I'm
like,
weird.
American Psycho looks so good in 4K. I'm like, what?
It looks like American Psycho.
Right? Looks like a movie.
That's good. 4K looks amazing.
I can tell the difference between a VHS and a DVD, but beyond that, meh.
I haven't. Oh God, it's been so long since I watched a VHS of anything. That'd be
I know,
interesting.
I want one.
That'd be
A
interesting
VHS
to get a
player.
VCR. I wonder if we could still buy those.
I think you can still buy the VHS DVD combo sets.
Oh.
Maybe.
Whoa. I remember those never like lasting very long though.
Hey, I had mine for like 12 years
How the hell did you do that?
because I took very good care of it.
I did
And-
too.
And because I didn't watch very many movies.
Oh my God. So have you seen Gremlins?
Yes, actually.
Okay, good. You've seen Gremlins, so we can talk about this a little in depth. So they're making an animated prequel to Gremlins,
Oh.
right? It's called Gremlins: Secrets of the Mogwai.
Oh.
It got ordered at Warner Media, which I guess is a Warner Brothers streaming service that's coming.
What? Everybody's getting a streaming
Everyone's
service.
getting. NBC just took The Office off of Netflix just for that reason, because NBC's getting their own.
Oh, okay. I did see that they were taking that off, and I was like, why?
Yeah, everybody's getting their own streaming service.
That's because nobody wants cable anymore. Nobody wants to pay for that shit.
And I'm cool with that, but I kind of feel like is this just gonna cause more stress? Like, are we gonna have to have like 20 different subscriptions?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll just let you make decisions.
We'll just
that's all.
buy DVDs.
So yeah, that's another thing. Like, people are bitching about The Office being taken off of Netflix, but it's like, well, if you're a really big fucking Office fan, then just buy the DVDs or Blu-rays.
Right.
Just spend the money and then you have it forever.
Right.
I'm weird. I guess I'm weird like that. So, you know what I had been seeing a bunch of trailers for, and then I just stopped seeing trailers? That Guillermo del Toro produced Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark movie.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's dropping this October, right? So, recently, he had said something about, like, it's going to be like a family horror movie.
Right.
And people are upset. Now, I can't understand the reason why people would be upset about this. Mostly because, like, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the book series, which I own, like, the big Tomb copy over there on the bookshelf. I'm looking at it right now. I read the kids' scary stories from that all the time. But it's scary, but it's family. It's family-oriented
Right.
ghost stories. Like, it's like,
There's
where's
not
my
sex.
toe stories and stuff. Like, yeah, just spooky little stories. So
And
it's like,
who didn't like sit around at slumber parties and camp and stuff like that and tell scary stories?
well, yeah, and that's what weirds me out, because I was like, I assumed it was going to be a family film, but I guess some people were a little taken aback by that. I don't know.
Is everybody just a bunch of pussies these days?
Yeah, probably.
Sorry to
I will
them.
say, I'll give everybody some credit. I only heard it for like 2 days, and it wasn't the horror community. Because honestly, with all the toxic fandom that's been going around, like, the horror community is the one fandom that doesn't do that, it seems. Like,
which is
even,
amazing.
like, I had an argument on Twitter the other day, like, with another argument. It was more like a debate. We were talking about, like, special effects and stuff, and nobody got mad.
See, that's great.
We all had different opinions, and guess what? We talked about it, and it was fun. Remember the days? Remember
when
the days
people can
when
be
you would, like,
adults.
remember the days when you'd have a group of people who enjoyed things and they would talk about it, and the people who didn't enjoy those things didn't talk about it, and we were just all cool.
Yeah.
I
great.
can't speak about the whole recent Game of Thrones thing because I don't watch Game of Thrones, so I guess that's a little unfair for me to attack them. But damn, I heard about that. People were going nuts.
They were like, we should remake then.
Oh God, there's another fucking firework. We got fireworks going off around us.
And if they don't fucking stop, I'm gonna do nothing about it.
No, I know,
Except for
right?
Bitch about it.
Well, that's our American right.
Exactly.
Fucking bitch.
And
So-
it's their American right to set off fireworks in the middle of a neighborhood.
Right. But like, so how we've done what, 5 episodes now? 6 episodes, because
Yes.
American Psycho should be dropping pretty soon. If it hasn't dropped already. We record these ahead of time, by the way.
Yes.
But how you doing so far?
I'm okay.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite movie so far of the ones we've done?
Well, Carrie's my favorite movie ever, so there's that.
Carrie was a really good episode. I don't really have a favorite episode yet. There's so much more we're gonna cover
Right.
that I'm really excited. So but that takes me back to the movies themselves. Trying to hunt these things down so far has been one of the funnest thing I've done. Because it's like I'm back in, like, when I first really got into all this, because before the internet was around, I had to go to stores and hunt these movies down. Blockbuster wouldn't have it. Sometimes you would have to have them order it for you.
Oh, I didn't know they could do that.
Oh yeah, especially if you get to hook up with a cool ass like Blockbuster dude. He'd fucking look that fucker up and order it for you, and they'd keep it in stock, so you could just always rent that.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was back in the day when, like, video stores were badass. I miss video stores. Okay, you're gonna punch me in the face, but I almost paid like $20 just for a Blockbuster, like, water bottle.
What the?
Almost the keyword. Almost.
We don't need a Blockbuster water bottle.
So Let's get away from that before you actually do hit me.
I don't have anything to throw at you right now.
So, all right. You have seen House of a Thousand Corpses. You've seen it with me multiple times, and you've seen
Yes.
it before you even met me. So,
Yes.
did you ever get to watch The Devil's Rejects?
No.
Okay, well, definitely that's a stay tuned. But 3 from Hell is coming out pretty soon.
What's that?
That's the third one
Oh.
by Rob
I
Zombie.
didn't know they were making a third
I
one.
know. The official artwork for the poster just dropped, and trailer's out. You can go look that up. But you really need to see The Devil's Rejects. I did not know you hadn't seen that movie yet.
Well, you probably didn't even know that I've seen House of a Thousand Corpses.
Well, I knew because you told me.
Well, I mean, like, you wouldn't think that I would have.
Right.
Oh, the obscure movies I've seen.
Oh, the
Not
obscure
obscure.
movies I've seen.
The range of movies that I've seen is very weird.
So, yeah, I'm excited about that. Have you seen any trailers for any horror movies? Because I know
Annabelle.
horror hasn't really been on your radar until we started the show.
Right. Annabelle Comes Home.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Oh
And I only saw it because Whitney showed it to me.
man. Oh. Yeah, it's just, if it's gonna be a haunted killer doll, have the doll kill people.
Right.
I don't
Ow.
I don't know. I guess that's why I'm really excited to actually see this new Child's Play, because apparently they kept some humor.
Good.
They kept it campy, so that sounds fun.
Did we watch a preview for a new Halloween? No, we didn't.
Well, that
I
new
don't
one
know
just came out. Have you seen that yet? I've seen it like 3 times.
No, I have not.
You haven't seen that? Well, I don't even know if you've seen the original Halloween.
I do not believe so. Which Halloween you were watching the other day?
Oh, that's the new one. Wait,
Oh.
no. I just recently watched them all again.
I think it was like the second or third one.
Oh, no, you had walked in on me watching the 4th one.
Oh, the
The
fourth
Return
one.
of Michael Myers, yeah. Because, okay, 1 and 2 have Michael Myers in it. Then 3 is Season of the Witch. Doesn't have Michael Myers in it.
What?
Yeah, we're going to do Season of the Witch, by the way, because it's one of my favorite Halloween sequels.
But how?
Doesn't have Michael Myers in it. It's got druids and haunted masks in it, though. And Tom Atkins' badass crumb saver, man. That man had an amazing mustache.
Are you jealous?
Very. You'll see when we watch Halloween 3. I have a thing for these obscure ass sequels that no one really cares for. Although Halloween 3 is really getting some much needed respect.
Oh,
like-
really?
Yeah, I had watched John Carpenter was at a convention, and he actually had defended it. He was like, yeah, it's actually not as bad as everybody thought it was. Like, because it really isn't. Like, which, I love John Carpenter, because that's kind of how his movies go. I mean, you got Halloween and Christine, and they get, like, more coverage than anything. But then you have his other movies, like The Thing. And I know he didn't direct Halloween 3, but I kind of group it because he kind of wrote it a little bit and stuff like that. Because the producers, he produced it and stuff like that. Their idea was Michael Myers' story was finished in part 2. And so why not make the sequels a different story each time? Which would have been kind of cool to see work out, you know? But you introduce a slasher in a series of movies, you better have that slasher if you want to make some money. So, needless to say, Halloween 3 pissed off everybody when it came out. But,
yeah.
nah, we'll definitely watch that. I think you'll like it.
So I have a little bit of news.
Oh, what do you got?
Well, kind of. I got a tweet from Laura Bierman.
Oh.
I was so excited. She is associated with The Last Drive-In.
Right.
With Joe Bob.
She's a really good writer. She was bouncing some ideas off me the other day, but she's a really good writer. And what she does, she's like the official blog writer of The Last Drive-In. So
It was great. I was so excited.
I know, and you can find her on Twitter at Laura Bierman 72. So, giving her a shout out because she's awesome.
She's great.
She actually complimented our podcast, which is pretty cool.
I know. I was like, what?
I know, and you can find her musings on Diabolique Mag, and she's the Last Drive-In's gratuitous blogger over on joebobbriggs.net. So. Awesomeness. And she actually got to drive Joe Bob around and have dinner with him.
Hell yeah.
I know, isn't that badass?
I wonder what they talked about.
I don't know.
Did they talk about dinner foo?
No, I don't know. I fucking love Joe Bob. Which let's talk about that for a minute, because I think you're the only person I've ever been with that I've discussed Joe Bob with.
Because it's a little obscure.
It is. And usually when I start getting into horror, I usually don't stop. I just kind of ramble, and that bores the fuck out of everyone else. So, but man, I had to have been like 10 when I first watched Joe Bob, because that was when he first took over Monster Vision, which was on oh shit, I forget the channel now. Was it on TNT or TMC?
I don't know.
Shit, it's been so long. But
I'm Googling it.
yeah, I remember, obviously I don't remember every episode I watched, but me and my friend, we watched Joe Bob religiously because his brother was into Monster Vision, which Penn and Teller hosted it before Joe Bob.
Really?
Yeah, they hosted it, and it was mostly just like old school monster flicks, Monster Vision, that's the name implies that. But it was like old school Monster Vision, like The Beast with 1,000 Eyes and stuff like that, cool ass sci-fi movies, which we will watch. And then when Joe Bob took over, it was kind of like a whole different situation. Like you were almost tuning in for the movies, because he showed a lot of obscure stuff, exploitation and grindhouse flicks, which are like my bread and butter. But which I haven't shown you any grindhouse flicks yet, because I don't know. I don't think you're ready for that. They are a whole awesome set of situations. But like I remember clearly watching like Friday the 13th. Those were the first times I saw the sequels, was with Joe Bob. Like most of my horror knowledge and stuff comes from Joe Bob. And I remember clearly when he did like the last episode he was on, because they slowly just kind of phased him out. And by the time like Monster Vision ended, I think it went through like 3 different kind of names and stuff. It started going off the radar. But I do remember the last time he hosted Last Call and like Monster Vision and stuff like that. And that was a sad day, because by that time, I think I'd been watching Joe Bob for like 3 or 4 years. So it's like...
it was TNT.
TNT. Okay, that's right. But it was kind of like your cool-ass uncle came to visit every Friday, and then all of a sudden he was gone.
Oh, so
it was
sad.
very sad, because I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I think I had like 2 or 3, and maybe like 4 or 5 when I got into high school. But my friends were always movies, like horror movies and stuff like that. And like I said, this is before we didn't get the internet in my house until I had to have been like 16 or 17 before we got like internet.
All right.
So I didn't have access to chat rooms and stuff like that to talk to other people. And I was kind of a shut-in, so I didn't go out and try to meet anybody. But, it's neat having the technology we have now, and it helps you connect with everybody, because then Shudder came around and I was like, ooh, cool. Like a Netflix for horror movies. And so I've had Shudder for a long time now, but they brought Joe Bob back, which is amazing. And coupled with Twitter, it's like a whole new thing now.
It's like a little community.
It is. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of special. Like, I can't think, and maybe I'm wrong, but I can't think of anything else that's like this.
No.
Like, you have a connection with these people, like Darcy the mail girl.
Right.
Like,
'Cause you
which by the way,
sit-
she's the best mail girl that Joe
Right.
Bob's ever had.
Because you sit and you watch this movie and he commentates. What's
Ye-
the word?
Yeah, and he did that on the old show, but it was less personal, because we didn't
Right.
we didn't have a supercomputer in our hand.
Right. And they
But-
tweet during the movie
Right.
and shout you out and stuff like that. And they do little things. It's just so cute.
It's great.
Cute
And,
is not the word.
You're obsessed with cute tonight.
I'm feeling very sentimental.
But yeah, it's kind of neat because the whole Joe Bob and Monster Vision thing, you watch these things when you're younger without the internet and stuff like that, and you feel like it's kind of yours,
Right.
and you feel like it's just something you knew about. But then it explodes, and you get on the internet and stuff like that, and you find out there's a whole group of people who grew up like you,
Right.
who fucking loved Monster Vision and stuff like that. And a lot of them are older than me. Some people are a little younger than me, and they're just getting into Joe Bob because of Shudder.
Right.
So it's kind of neat. It's
The dynamic is great.
right. And Joe Bob is like from a long line of like horror hosts, which is a thing you don't see much anymore. Because like local cable networks, they all had them. Like Svengoolie, you had Zachary, Elvira.
Oh, those boobies.
Vampirilla, I think, was one back in the day. I don't know if that's her name. I forget. But those were cool ass dudes that would show horror movies late at night and stuff like that. And Joe Bob was part of that. And it was really cool. And so it's really nice having him back. Damn. So
Being able to relate to somebody through
Right.
a movie that is obscure to most people.
Right. And like I said, with Twitter, it's great because the connections I've made and stuff like that, there's all sorts of badass people on there. I mean, there's artists, there's writers, tons of writers, and they churn out great art and stuff, and not very many people will see it, but it's just amazing.
There's so many talented people
Yeah,
in this world.
It's amazing the community that the horror genre fucking has, and it's really cool to see them all grouped together. But it's great having Joe Bob back. We're patiently awaiting the season
Second
2.
season.
But man, I always wonder if he needs to take some me time. He is working hard lately because he's always been writing articles and stuff, which I followed his articles even after Monster Vision, was gone.
Right.
I followed his articles he writes because his musings are something else. You'll have to look up the writing, but it's pretty cool.
So, any new horror movies coming out that you want to see?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, Child's Play, obviously one.
Right.
Man.
Is there any talkings of something that might come out?
Talkings. Yeah. There's, like I said, there's the Jacob's Ladder remake. I'm curious of how that's going to turn out. Because I like Jacob's Ladder. It's a horror movie with, oh, fuck, I forgot his name.
You're fired from this podcast.
No.
Google is your friend.
I know. I'm trying to do this without Google there, God.
Good luck.
Anyway. Yeah, Jacob's Ladder. I'm curious to how that turned out. Oh, fuck. Tim Robbins. That's his name.
Yep.
I just remembered. Anyway.
I didn't know.
I'm curious to see how that turns out because I don't know. Jacob's Ladder could probably stand a remake. So there's just some movies I think you shouldn't remake, and there's some that I'm cool with. I don't.
Right.
But 3 from Hell. I'm excited about that. Terrifier 2 is oh man, its crowdfunding campaign reached its goal in like 2 days.
Oh, that's cool.
Terrifier 2, Art the Clown, who follows me on Twitter, which is cool.
Is that the guy from House of 1,000 Corpses?
No, that's Bill Moseley. He doesn't follow me.
Okay, I like.
I follow him. He's cool as fuck. He's busy. He's a busy man. But Art the Clown is the one that follows me. But so that sequel's coming out, which I'm excited about. You haven't seen it yet, obviously, because you haven't seen anything.
I've seen nothing.
I wonder if anybody would buy T-shirts with that saying. I've seen nothing. They're remaking Castle Freak. That might be pretty cool. Obviously, Ghostbusters 3 is shaping up to be kind of neat.
I didn't even know there was a Ghostbusters 2.
Oh, man, what?
Oh, yes, I did. I lied. I'm sorry.
Whoa, I was about to get really worried about you. But yeah, Ghostbusters 3, man. Paul Rudd just signed on.
I love Paul Rudd.
Yeah, so he's going to be in Ghostbusters 3. Supposedly, some of the old Ghostbusters are going to be there, which should be cool to see Dan Aykroyd again. Man, I just want to see those guys strap on the packs one more time, you know? Even if they're just handing it off to a new generation or something crazy like that.
That would be cute. Cute. God damn it.
You and cute, man.
I don't know why. I'm still a girl, okay? If there's one movie that I could watch for the rest of my life, it was a horror movie, what would you choose?
Oh, that's so hard. That's like asking me what my favorite horror movie is. I don't know. You really like zombies. I've been saving zombies for a special month that's coming up. But I've been saving zombies because there's a bunch I want to do. But I don't know about the rest of your life. But I know one movie I'm excited for you to watch is Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for you to see all the George Romero movies, which obviously, you know, the big three. You had Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and then Day of the Dead. Those are the big three. And then he had Land of the Dead and all those, which all his movies are great. Whether some of them are a little worse than others, especially later on down the road. But I mean, he's the fucking grandfather of zombie movies. Night of the Living Dead is what kind of pushed it all into the mainstream. So
I do love me some zombies.
yeah, I'm excited to see those movies. Especially you like zombies, but you've never seen those movies, which is odd.
I don't understand.
I know.
Zombies are just the living impaired. They have souls too, okay?
But
as long as they don't fucking come back to life, like that stupid. What's that movie?
What?
The one where they fucking turn back into humans.
Oh, Warm Bodies?
Yes.
That movie was terrible.
Yeah, no.
Ugh.
I don't like those kind of fucking zombie movies.
Twilight for zombies, wasn't it?
Ugh. I want to see zombies eating people's faces off and shit.
Right.
Those are the kind of zombie movies I like.
Yeah, I'd say we definitely gotta show you the zombie movies. But as far as that goes, I just think there's not a lot of great horror movies, like original horror movies coming out. There are, but they're kind of here and there. Like, you're getting a lot of original stuff from Jordan Peele, which is pretty cool. I haven't seen Us yet, but Get Out was fucking amazing. And it's really weird that, like, when someone makes a legitimately good horror movie, like a horror movie that's still a really fucking good movie, and they have to say something about it at the Oscars, they don't call it a horror movie. Like, Get Out won for Best Comedy.
What?
Yeah, so it's just like it's humorous. There's humor in the movie, but it's still horror. So it's just
ridiculous.
There's
a stigma, isn't there?
Right. And as much crap as I hand Annabelle and those kind of movies, at least horror's coming back. Like, it seems like my thing was after 9/11, it seemed like horror took a nosedive.
Probably because people didn't want to see.
Like, there was stuff still coming out, but it didn't seem like it was doing very good. Like, it kind of pushed it underground a little bit more to where, like, and the mainstream stuff that did come out wasn't that great. You had remakes.
Right.
So it's
a lot
like
of remakes.
So I feel like 9/11 kind of put people, sour taste in people's mouth about seeing a horror movie. But it seems like horror's coming back, and we're getting some original stuff. But we're also getting some remakes, and it kind of seems like they're good remakes. I don't know. I've been hearing great things so far about the remakes.
That's good.
I mean, we saw obviously our first movie episode was Pet Cemetery, and we saw the remake in the theater.
Yes.
And I thought it was okay. It's just they didn't do anything new for me, so it was like watching the movie over again. So it wasn't that great. But yeah, we're knee deep in remakes because I know it just happens. It's
right.
I hear a lot of people saying, "Well, originality's gone. All they can do is remake." It's like, no. If you look back through the years, remakes happen. Like The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing is a remake.
Really? Of
Yeah,
what?
like remakes have been going on forever. And it's just a way to stay things up to date. What's really weird to me, though, is you had the remake of Child's Play pop out. It did pretty good. People are liking it. I haven't seen it. I'm jelly. But you had that pop out. But you're also having Don Mancini, who wrote and directed the last few Child's Plays. You have him doing his own television series. He's continuing his story.
Oh, really?
That's the odd thing to me. Is so you got the old franchise and perhaps this new franchise running concurrently, but not having anything to do with each other besides the name, Chucky. And it's just,
That's weird.
yeah, it's just really weird. But
If you could have any movie remade, what would it be?
White Zombie.
Well, that was a quick answer.
Yeah, White Zombie is one of my favorite black and white horror movies. It had Bela Lugosi, and it's about, oh shit, it's been years since I've seen it, but it just always left a mark on me. And Bela Lugosi has a group of zombie slaves that like do his bidding and stuff like that. And it's a really good movie. It's really like cerebral and just kind of creepy. But it'd be interesting to see like what a Jordan Peele could do with that movie. You know, like somebody like the guys behind Hereditary and Midsommar that just came out. That kind of elevated horror. It'd be interesting to see somebody do something with that.
Oh, something I've always wanted to ask you, and I don't think we've talked about very much. How do you feel about M. Night Shyamalan?
Okay.
I know this is a thing, so
So, M. Night Shyamalan, to me, is a one-hit wonder that just won't stop.
one hit wonder for what was that movie?
I consider M. Night Shyamalan's greatest movie, The Sixth Sense.
Oh, right. Okay.
And honestly, I'm tired of that movie now. I can't watch it over and over again like everything else. It's loses its effect after you've seen it 20 million times.
Right.
But I can't really tell. Okay, so here's the thing. Sixth Sense was amazing when it came out.
Yes.
It was just groundbreaking. That's an elevated horror of the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then after that, I'm trying to think of what he brought out right after that. I don't know. But
Was it the stupid movie about the wind?
no,
The
that's
trees.
that's way later on when the whole world got tired of M. Night Shyamalan. But I would say, just off the top of my head, like The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Split. I haven't seen Glass, but I would say those are his best movies. Everything else is just really shitty.
Very strange.
And the movie you're talking about, with the wind, is The Happening.
Oh, okay.
And that's the movie where the trees are killing people.
Yes, the
And,
trees. That's what I meant.
You had Mark Wahlberg playing a science teacher.
Yes.
I just wanted to play a science teacher, bro.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Would have been better if he was in his underwear.
Oh, I was just thinking about the scene where he's talking to the kids, and then you said it'd be better if it was. No, that would be rapey. No, see, it's just movies like that he's been churning out, and it's just they're so ridiculous. They're no good. I don't know.
Would have been better if it was a Wendigo.
A Wendigo.
Yes.
There is a movie that I really liked. It's called Wendigo. And it's about the Wendigo. It's super obscure because it was like a direct-to-DVD movie back in like the early 2000s. I'll have to find that. I want to watch that again. Anyway. Now, M. Night Shyamalan is... I don't care anymore.
You
Like,
can stop.
Glass was his newest one, and Split was before that. Split was actually really fucking good.
I've heard lots of
Yeah.
good things about Split.
I liked Split, but Glass I heard meh. And I was like, God damn it, dude. Can you? I don't know. And then, like, I really got excited because they said he was bringing back Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then that got shut down. So I was
Why?
like, oh, fuck. I don't know. Bureaucracy, I think.
Ugh.
So that got shut down. But, so speaking about anthology horror, Shudder is bringing Creepshow back as a TV show. And Jeffrey Combs, freaking DJ Qualls, and a bunch of other guys. Kid Cudi has signed up to play roles in it. It's going to be
wow.
great. Greg Nicotero is headlining it. Greg Nicotero did the special effects on Walking Dead.
Oh,
And
okay.
he's been in a bunch of other movies that I know of, but like he's done a lot of work on those. So that should be freaking interesting. But
That'd be cool.
yeah, and that's coming to Shudder. Shudder's like my drug lately.
And it's a show?
Yeah, it's going to be like a TV show.
That's awesome.
It's an anthology. Which, when we first started this, we tried to watch an anthology movie, but it was like kind of going over your head because it was a bad movie to try to watch.
That was
Chillerama.
Chillerama.
Joe Lynch and Adam Green and them.
It's because I don't know enough about it to understand.
That was the problem. It really is lost on you unless you're like a super horror fan.
And I was so mad at you.
Yeah. We had a fight about that.
Because I'm like, why did you make me watch this?
Good.
What?
I don't know.
I was mad because it did go over my head and I felt like you were setting me up for failure.
Oh, no. Definitely was not trying to do that. But
I know you weren't, like, but I was mad about it because, I don't know, I was probably on my period.
But
or
I was,
something.
yeah, I was happy with doing Pet Sematary. It was a good movie to start off with, though.
Yeah.
So, is there a movie you've seen, or not seen, but like maybe seen a cover of or read about that you want to do soon?
Well, I know I want to do Evil Dead. I know you
Definitely.
mentioned that,
Definitely.
but it's a movie that I've heard a lot about. Well, no, I don't even know what it's about, but I heard it's great.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. It's up there with my favorites because it's like Evil Dead was one of those movies I got to see without my parents knowing.
Right.
Yeah, it's amazing. And you got Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi, which it's really funny that you know Sam Raimi probably from the Spider-Man movies. He directed those Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know his directing style from those movies.
Oh, yeah.
But like I know him from The Evil Dead and fucking Hercules and Xena and stuff like that. So that's really interesting that you're going backwards.
I guess so.
Did you ever see Drag Me to Hell?
No.
No?
Haven't seen
I
anything.
was going to say it again.
I haven't seen anything.
No.
A movie I'd like to see, and I don't know why this is popping out to me, but The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh, yeah. That's a Wes Craven.
I don't know if that's a good movie or a bad
It's good.
movie.
It's good. It's actually really good. I like that one.
I just have heard a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah. That got remade too.
Oh. Oh, yeah. The Hills Have Eyes too, right?
No.
No, that's a
No.
sequel. Sorry.
It's a sequel. They remade the original and then they made a sequel to that remake. Kind of how they did with Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. But as far as series goes that I really want you to see, Evil Dead, obviously. Definitely Friday the 13th.
And I've
Nightmare
seen
on
a
Elm
couple of
Street.
them.
Yeah, you've seen a few of those. Halloween, you got to watch those.
Mm.
Man, there's just a lot that you haven't seen that we have to get to. So we got a lot of episodes we can do. But I don't know, as far as headline goes, that's pretty much it that's popping up.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that DC Universe pissed me off. which that's kind of old news, but they canceled Swamp Thing.
Which, okay, so they continued on with the rest of the season and then they're canceling it.
Yeah, because I mean, they're doing that thing where it's streaming, but they're not allowing you to binge it. They're kind of popping it out episode by episode.
Okay.
And it's great, but then they canceled it because bureaucracy and shit. I don't want to go into it. It's a long story. But like basically it boils down to it's cheaper for like a streaming service to throw out one season of a show and then cancel it. Because
yes.
you start
Netflix does it a lot.
Yeah, you start a season, you get everybody subscribed, and then you're good. Once you get subscribers, you're good.
Right, you don't need anything else.
Yeah, so it's just cheaper to
which is
crash
ridiculous.
shows. Yeah, it makes for a weird way of like watching things nowadays, because like when like streaming, most of the streaming services, when they drop a TV show on your lap, it's like the whole season at once, so you binge watch it all really quick. So I don't know, it's just really weird to watch stuff like that nowadays. There's a big difference between the way TV was and how it is now.
Right. And I'd rather binge watch and wait a whole year for something else to come out, or for the next season or whatever to come out, and I will keep my service until then.
Right.
Like for a long time I only had Netflix because of Orange is the New Black, and I binge watch it over a weekend, and then I'll wait a year and I'll watch it again and binge watch it again, but I'm still paying for it. So why couldn't they just continue on with the Swamp Thing?
Right.
Because now you have a lot of people that are closing their DC Universe subscription because of it.
I'm indecisive because it is nice to have the animated series Batman on there. But at the same time, I don't know. Just the sheer fact that they canceled Swamp Thing left me with a sour taste.
Right.
Because I really was digging that. They made it dark and freaky and gory, and it was delicious. So I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to finish up Swamp Thing, and we'll see where I'm at. I might cancel. I don't know. But, yeah, I kind of enjoyed this. Well, definitely next time we do this, we're going to have a lot more headlines and stuff like that. I mean, we're just started. We're a new podcast, judging by the number of episodes, I'm sure. But honestly, I haven't got too many reviews of us yet, but it seems like the people who are listening are digging it. I mean, shit, we do this so people will listen. That's all
right.
We'd just be talking to each other with no microphones if we didn't care about listeners. But it's great. If you're listening right now, you're the reason why we're doing this. So
exactly.
Yeah,
and
stick
thank
around.
you.
We'll have a lot more cooler shit coming. But hopefully everybody kind of enjoyed this little chit chat session we had. I don't have a name for it. It's just a little monthly bonus, because I figure do a monthly bonus, maybe do like 3 or 4 movies a month, depending on how long the month is, you know? Content should come out regularly. There shouldn't be a huge like black hole where there's no content.
We definitely won't do that.
Yeah. But I figure these little chat sessions would be nice to throw out when.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna end it there.
I thought I was gonna sneeze.
I know the next movie we're doing is The Conjuring, actually.
Woohoo!
Ironically. We're doing the first Conjuring movie, so man. Stop by, listen. I don't know. Man, the best thing you could do, I have heard, like, do you need support? Or, like, what can I do? Help out a little bit. Honestly, the best thing you can do for us is just tell people. Share the show.
Tell your friends. Share it on Twitter, Facebook.
If you really like us, leave us a 5-star review wherever you're playing your podcast at. Just get the word out, you know?
Because right now, it's just word of mouth.
Right. We're not marketing geniuses over here. But this is sustainable, so we'll be doing this for a long time, at least until they can cancel podcasts one day. I don't know. That might happen.
I don't think so.
We might get bought out by Disney. Who knows? You might be hearing a mouse
Does
talk
that
about
mean
scary movies eventually.
Does that mean we'd make lots of money, though?
Maybe. Well, are they going to George Lucas me? Because that would be cool.
I don't know what that means. That sounds like a dirty sex position.
Ha! Bend over. Ha!
Oh my gosh.
Bend over, fat boy. Ha!
Stop. That's
Anyway.
a horror movie for you.
Anyway, I'm Lee.
I'm Brittany.
And stay spooky.
Stay horrific.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show, and be sure to visit us on the web at nightofthehorrorfile.com. That's www.nightofthehorrorfile, all one word, .com. And find us over on Twitter at capital N, Horrorfile. And you can also message us on our Facebook page. Go on there, like, share some things, and let us know how you enjoy the show. I'm Lee Evans, and on behalf of Brittany Evans, I'm going to say stay spooky. See you next week.